In a modern world, existence of state consisting of only one ethnicity, which is typical for 19th century, would be quite disappointing situation. Therefore, states should be able to take into account various ethnicities, religions and culture. In this regard, it is a reality that rich multiculturalism and tolerance traditions of rapidly growing Azerbaijan, which is a blend of ethnicities and nations, are accepted as an example for the world. Global communities as well as international organizations acknowledge this reality at times. During the meeting with the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, an important point was made by Director General of International Organization for Migration William Lacerswing, who visited Azerbaijan with the purpose of familiarization with the progress gained in Azerbaijan on migration management sphere and the government's efforts in this regard, as well as holding discussions on perspectives of expansion of cooperation between Azerbaijan and IOM. I express my admiration for the truly successful work carried out in the country under your leadership, and I congratulate you on this occasion. Migration services are carried out at a very high level in Azerbaijan, and Mr. President, achieving success in this area definitely would not have been possible without your support. In my opinion, the work carried out in your country in migration area may be a very good example for migration management in general. As in other spheres, high-level activities are carried out in migration field of Azerbaijan, which faced with massive migrant flow since the first years of restoration of state independence, as a result of aggression of Armenia, which is based on mono-ethnicity ideas and turned terror into state policy. It is a reality that it would not have been possible to achieve success in this sphere without support of the head of state. At the meeting with William Lacerswing, director of IOM, President Ilham Aliyev emphasized that when a few years ago the State Migration Service was launched as an independent body in Azerbaijan, migration issues were not as topical in the world as today. But having focused future development processes, we built an effective body that reflects migration management and regulation principles, so that migrants feel themselves more comfortable in Azerbaijan and so that these issues are properly arranged. Migration issues are always in the center of government attention in Azerbaijan, taking into consideration the development of demographic conditions in a positive direction and the huge workforce in the country, said the head of state. Despite social, political and economic crisis which is going on in the world at the moment, Azerbaijan, where not only the capital city but also towns in the regions, settlements and villages meet modern standards, has already become a venue for prestigious international events, including sports events. Azerbaijan, hosting Baku 2015 first European Games, which will remain in memories for a long period with its grandiosity, could write a new page in the sport history of the continent. Azerbaijan could distinguish not only with perfect organizational abilities regarding the games, but also with achievements attained in sport. As a continuation of these achievements, preparations for big events such as Formula 1 and Islamic Solidarity Games are carried out at high speed in our country. Of course, such events create wonderful opportunities for the world to better familiarize with Azerbaijan, which is very important from a number of perspectives. Firstly, it is a worthy presentation of the people which distinguishes for rich historic background, high intelligence, decent contributions to the world culture, and Azerbaijan, which has big potential for the development of tourism. Emphasizing that humanitarian crises and migrant problems as a result of conflicts occurring in the various regions of the world, Director General of International Organization for Migration William Swing mentioned that necessary measures are not taken to prevent it. He stated that the organization led by him holds regular debates with EU member states for the solution of this problem. Highly appreciating successful migration management, rich multiculturalism and tolerance traditions in Azerbaijan, Director General of IOM underlined achievements attained as a result of successful policy carried out under the leadership of President Ilham Aliyev. Touching upon other achievements attained by Azerbaijan in other fields, Director General said, "I would also like to congratulate you on the progress made in the social and economic areas. I watched with great interest the first European Games on TV. I was impressed with the newly built stadium and the buildings constructed for the athletes during my visit." At the meeting held at the State Migration Service with Director General of IOM, Service Chief, Second-Rank State Migration Service Counselor Firuddin Nabiyev gave broad information about current situation of migration processes in Azerbaijan, and comprehensively talked about activity directions of the service, strengthening of control in management of migration processes, preventing illegal migration, analysis of migration processes, regulation and focusing, as well as work done in directing migration policy to the political and social interests of the country. The wealth and simplicity of national migration legislation of Azerbaijan and its accordance with international practice created great impression on guests. Talking on adoption of migration code, amendments and addendums recently made to the code, Service Chief also drew attention to successful results of mutual cooperation with international organizations. He stressed the effectiveness of relations with International Organization for Migration as well as its representation in Azerbaijan. Conditions established in the service, activity of a unified migration information system, provision of transparency in the work of recruitment of employees caused interest of the guests. Director General of IOM, William Swing, shared his great impressions with participants about things that he saw in Azerbaijan and information got on activity of the State Migration Service. Director General emphasized that IOM can always give support to Azerbaijan on readmission sphere, especially signing readmission agreements with third countries. Noting that implementation of the project on voluntary return will be launched soon, he mentioned that they are ready for assistance in this field too. After William Swing got acquainted with Haydar Aliyev Museum of the service and then wrote his heartfelt words in the memorial book. During the visit, the guests, closely familiarized with the activity of detention center for illegal migrants of the service, broad information about current situation in the center was given to them. During the conversation, foreigners noted that they are provided with free meal 3 times a day, necessary clothes and proper items, as well as treated with care and attention. Mr. Swing shared his impressions about the center.
We, of course, always prefer open centers, and I was pleased to see you have such an excellent open center. I visit many of these around the world as I travel officially, and this is one of the best that I have seen. I use the word best for several reasons. One, all of the basic needs are taken care of in terms of both the rooms in which the sleeping rooms, meals are taken care of. There's provision for recreation, for reading, for leisure time. The period for which they are admitted to take advantage of this facility are reasonable and they're flexible. So I came away very pleased and reassured and wanted to congratulate the government and the State Migration Service for this very good effort. The second facility, the closed facility, is also of very fine quality. It has the same provisions that are present in the open facility, and I was pleased to see that. Also pleased to see that the numbers in both facilities are very low, which indicates that your problem is not as great as some others are, but you're prepared for it should there be more because you have the capacity. And I will recommend to others, if they ask me where is there a good facility to look at, I will recommend that they come to Baku to see these.
Our country has been a member of ION since 2001. Our country gives great importance to the relations with this organization. Baku office was established in 1996. As a result of mutual confidence and trust, several initiatives discussed with the State Migration Service are approached sensitively by this international organization. Despite intensive character of migration processes and increase of migrant flow from previous years, State Migration Service achieved positive results in migration processes management and regulation. It should be noted that important achievements have been gained in improvement of legislation, prevention of illegal migration through systematic analysis, capacity building via trainings, as well as in application of novelties in the sphere of awareness raising. Azerbaijan achieved to create its own new and modern practice in the migration sphere. As a result, Azerbaijan practice in migration sphere is accepted as new approach model in migration management.